I pride myself on knowing every person that steps foot on this planet. But are you with this collection team they informed us we're hosting? Either that, or you want... Deflection. Lovely. Nervous, then? I certainly wouldn't blame you. Well, perhaps I'll just get my answer from them instead.
Commander Hatum, I'm...
No need for introductions, Major Sanon. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you. Can I also presume he's with you?
Oh, the captain? Yes, ma'am. Couldn't do this without him.
Then let's not waste any more time. Now, Londinion is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can. Terrormorphs are omnipresent, and the structural... When Major Sanon's father bombed its spaceport, has turned large swathes of the metropolis. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Every tool except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. Do we understand each other? We'll do our best. I'll leave you to your preparations then. You can... Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby sea. Though I can't guarantee... I hope you all find what you're looking... Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field. All right. Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by the... All set on your gear? Then let's get this show on the road. Kaiser? Percival, everything green on your ends?
I am ready.
Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud.
Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
All right. On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one. Aceles. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
That creature. It's dominated. There must be a form nearby keeping it under its sway. Let's put it down. More of them. Clean them up.
Taking damage.
I'd like to take a look at that under a microscope.
Detection event registered. Initial protocols active. Strike confirmed. Evaluation insufficient. I think it's trying to play. How quaint.
the last of them. No sign of the morph, though.
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Open fire!
Aceles samples collected.
All right. Now hand those over to Kaiser. And let's get out of here.
Surrounded. All around. No way out.
Most people would be too squeamish to do that.
Samples secure.
Nice work. No. Earlier scan picked up a valid terrormorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I am not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
got our answer.
Access unlocked. We may proceed.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinion. A real marvel. All these leeches. What's keeping you things warm? What's that? My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only... What's happening? Captain, are you seeing this? The heat leeches are terrormorphs. You just saw that, right? You would tell me if that heat leech became a terrormorph. The pests that have... Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing. We... That I don't have an answer for. But if they share a genome, like most nymphs and adults do, the microbe should have no problem dealing with... The aceles we'll have to look into. But given what we know about the creatures, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked to find... No, Lazarus plants can't grow anywhere but here. Plus, if what we just witnessed was happening anywhere else, well, what we just saw, it must be some kind of alternate growth method. Pretty major is right. But the Lazarus plant, it's clearly an accelerant for the terrormorph, a heat leech transformation process. But that means if anyone knew about this, you could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, does this... But first, you'd have to know the truth.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it!
We may proceed.
Go!
Safety's on.
Percival, Kaiser's got the cell data from the New Atlantis and Tau Ceti attacks, right?
Uploaded them myself.
Captain, let Kaiser take a look at that sample. All right, let's get to the bottom of this.
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it... Exactly. Someone saw the Lazarus plant and realized the ends it could be put to. Makes some sense. Tau Ceti was likely their first test. Someplace remote where no one would question if you ensure the big show, the attack on New... And the timing of that one. It couldn't have been just luck that it happened. These attacks. They certainly were. But having this answer, well, it raises a couple big questions. Who could pull something like this off? That's a good point. An accusation this consequential...
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more terrormorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need...
Roger that. Kaiser?
The entrance is this way. I am unable to provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
There's the control panel. Still looks operable. Oh. Things to survive.
Reactivated. Error. Control system.
Bad. Ah, Captain. I think I see it.
Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning. Priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning. Emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Admiral Sanon, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral!
It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the trips that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties, yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your
An invisible weapon. He knew. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording. We should talk. Vae Victis. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the terrormorphs and all this a secret. Didn't he? He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. Condemned this whole city to death. He's a calculated loss. These soldiers for the rest of the galaxy. That sounds exactly like what my father would do. But it doesn't, it can't justify slaughter. But if the plant was used to trigger the attacks, could Vae Victis have been involved in the massacre on New Atlantis? Good point. Deal with one monster and... Kaiser! Try it now!
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
That doesn't sound good. Eyes peeled. Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done. The thralls! They're not coming after us. I guess we should grab that sample while we can.
Final sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
Look at all of you. Back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there. But it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this... Can't be positive until we run some tests. But knowing that the terrormorphs have been masquerading as heat arguably makes things more feasible, now that we know what we're dealing with.
Agreed. Plus, I don't think you're gonna have to push real hard to get folks on board with cleaning up one of the galaxy's greatest pests if this is what they're...
But none of that's getting done without the sample. Hey, was worried about that myself, though I know I wasn't nearly as much at risk of limb loss. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Vae Victis knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
It's a bit more complicated than that. Captain, he needs to know. Vae Victis is alive. Which means he could have been involved in the attacks.
Alive? He's... Vae Victis? That can't be true, right?
Unfortunately for us all, yes, it's true.
So that means we have a suspect.
I believe that's exactly what that means. Look, Captain, Percival and we need to get these samples back to the lab. Ensure we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the terrormorphs. But Vae Victis is the only solid lead we've got on the attacks. Since you're the only one who knows where he is, can you speak to him? See if you can get him to cough up anything he might know. Whatever you can turn up is more than we have now. We'll all meet back at Mast, outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to know everything we've uncovered here. Best of luck, Captain.